My name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. So, I want to tell y'all a story about the time I tried to catfish somebody, or I don't know if it's necessarily catfishing as much it was like kind of like impersonating someone. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I was maybe 12 at the time. I was very young. So let's just make that clear. This was not a recent thing. It has been like 11 years since this happened. So obviously there are things that I don't remember exactly, but I remember a lot of it. So when I was like 12, this was when I first kind of discovered MySpace. Now, I was technically never allowed to have MySpace. Well, not until I was like 14, I think. Somewhere around that. And then Facebook came into play pretty quickly after that. However, I had discovered Facebook. I had a laptop that was issued by my school, and so like I could take the laptop home and everything. So I knew how to hide what I was doing very easily, which is not a good thing to admit, and kids don't do that, but anyways, that's not the point. So the point of this, at the time, I used to be obsessed. Like, I literally was obsessed with the show Seventh Heaven. Now, I know it's super old and a lot of y'all aren't even gonna know what it is, but I was obsessed. I literally watched it every single time like a new episode came out, and especially like that time period, like that was when the show was ending. I'm not gonna lie, I really got into it. So there is a character on that show, and her name on the show was Ruthie. I believe her name in real life is like Mackenzie. I can't remember her last name. I'll put it on the screen, but at one point I loved her character so much, and she was like kind of like what I thought I wanted to be whenever I got older. Obviously, if you watch the show, she got like a tramp stamp of her boyfriend's name. That's a different story. I obviously was never going to do that, but I really liked her character, and I don't want to say she wasn't like super popular, but she wasn't like the most popular person. Like, and celebrities and all that kind of stuff like were totally different back then. Like, I'm not saying there wasn't celebrities, but it was a little bit different than it is now. I discovered MySpace. I had a MySpace secretly. Sorry, Mom. I did. And it was the name on it was Baby Girl, which, oh, we're not going there. I had found her MySpace. So, in my 12-year-old brain, I thought, oh, I'll make a fan account. No. That's not what I did. So that was my intention, was I was going to make a fan account. Now, at the time, I had a friend, I'm not going to name names because she probably watches this, but I had a friend at the time, and she kind of encouraged me. She kind of encouraged me to impersonate this poor girl. And this other girl, she had no idea that I was like 12. And Mackenzie, mind you, is much older than me. Like, she was like graduating high school when I was like 12. So you can see the like age difference is definitely a thing. Essentially, it was supposed to be a fan account, and that was my goal. My goal was to make a fan account and just have fun with it. I liked her character. I thought it would be fun. Obviously, it wasn't fun. So at some point I decided, well, I did decide, I'm gonna put the blame on myself. I did decide to take it to a different level, and I started saying that I was Mackenzie. And I took it so far to the point where like I literally took photos from like her personal page and put them on mine and said that I was the real Mackenzie. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, and the worst part is nobody bought it. Obviously this was like before like people could get like verified accounts, so like it was pretty easy back then to kind of just like say that I was someone I wasn't. I don't know, guys. I have no idea why I thought this was a good idea. But so I took these pictures and like I would add tons of people, but I also made the account public so that way anybody could just kind of like see what I posted. And literally people would comment on the photos like, this is fake, this is fake, this isn't her, this is her account, and I would delete them. That's one way to solve that problem. So I would sit and delete these people's comments. Well, eventually it got to the point where I had, I kid you not, at least 6,000 people either, I'm not sure if it was like, I can't remember, it was like if they did following or if they had added me, but I had at least 6,000 of like people on the page in general, and it was getting crazy. And this is a 12-year-old doing this, mind you, and this was kind of like before people did this type of thing, so it was different. Nobody really did this, mind you. So one of Mackenzie's friends, I think, or I don't know if it was her friend or a family member, I really don't know, I don't remember that much. I don't even remember the girl's name, to be fair. She actually messaged me and said, hey, you know, I know that this isn't the real account. I need you to delete this account. If you don't, we are going to take legal action. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, no, but okay. So mind you, they say this. Did I delete the account? No. I kept it up and I kept saying I was a real Mackenzie. And I did this for probably 4 or 5 months. This is why kids shouldn't have computers. Because they do dumb shit like this. Yeah. I did that for 4 or 5 months. Not weeks, not days. 4 or 5 months. I impersonated this poor girl. This poor girl, she probably and nobody knew that it was me. I've never even talked about it after the fact. I never told anybody about it except that one friend, and I'm no longer friends with her. And funny fact, I was actually not friends with this girl even like much longer after I started this account. Now, what ended up happening and why I ended up deleting the account was because her friend, she kept messaging me and she kept talking about it, and one day she messaged me and she said, hi, I know that your account is this account, and she linked to my actual account, and she said, if you do not, she said, I know that you're a big fan, but you can't impersonate someone online, and if you don't stop, we are going to be sending I think she said a cease and desist or something along those lines. They're going to pursue legal action. Now I want to make this clear too. My MySpace account, when I first got on MySpace, you had to be 18. So my account said that I was a heck of a lot older than I was, and at this point I had also changed my name. I'd also changed my name from Baby Girl to Megan. And to this day, I don't know how she found out who I was, nor do I want to know. I felt so bad as I got older, and that's partially why I've never talked about it. Like, that is not something you do, right? Like, now I'm older and I know this. Note to self, to all 12-year-olds, don't impersonate someone. It's not worth it. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. I deleted the account after she sent me that because I realized she knew who I was, and I was not getting in trouble for that. And realistically, like, I know that is on me. That 100% is on me because I impersonated someone for months. And the fun fact is that I just really liked the girl. It wasn't like I like was a crazy stalker and was gonna try and kill her. I just liked her. So anyways, that is the time I impersonated slash catfished a celebrity on MySpace like 11 years ago. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit that red subscribe button down below. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.
Finding life along the way.